Live from Aunt Betty's studio in Carson City, Nevada.
From First Presbyterian Church, where we are opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond, it's the Mary and Sherry Show.
And the crowd goes wild. Good morning.
Good morning. I was going to say, it's that time of year the crowd goes wild. I think it's baseball season.
It is baseball season.
Yeah, there we go. But this is even better to go wild for.
That's right. Much more important than baseball.
Well, speaking of going wild, we have a lot of people we want to go wild for. This is the Mary and Sherry shout-out special, I think.
It is.
Take the wheel.
We have tons of shout-outs today. Our first shout-out goes to our amazing sound team that sits in the back of the church every Sunday. I mean, the praise team and the choir, we all sound better because of Joel and Ken, and who else does that? Oh, yeah, and Todd. Troy Stansberry. Yeah, sorry, Troy. Troy and Joel and Ken, thank you so much for doing what you're doing back there. It's not an easy job.
It's not. No,
it's not easy to do.
They take it seriously. Every single Sunday, they're out there testing levels, moving around, checking.
Yes. Yes. And Joel is here on Wednesday nights, walking the sanctuary as we're practicing to make sure, trying to get everything. So there's a lot to running the sound. So we shout out to you, gentlemen, and we also shout out to Margot and Paul. They are the ones running the big screens up on the wall there for us to see the words. Those of us who can't see, well, like me. And we also would like to shout out to Joe and Sam because they are running the live stream. Double heart from Sherry for Joe and Sam.
Yeah. But yeah, all those jobs are happening during church. They are being fed and at the same time working hard. It's never an all-in situation. It's more so.
And it's a
110%.
Very fluid when you're running sound. It's a fluid situation because just because it sounded this way on one day doesn't mean it's gonna sound
well, and those
strange.
new risers changed the sound for the better. I mean, wow. I mean, yeah.
Shout out to the choir as well. Well, we have some more shout outs. We're shouting out to a lot of the members of the praise team who were at the Kiwanis National Day of Prayer breakfast last Thursday at 6 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. The praise team was invited to go there, and it was really a wonderful experience. So good shout out to opening the gospel to Carson City and beyond for those folks. Speaking of, this last shout out is huge, and it involves every single person in the church. Please pray. Pray tonight for our transitional search team. They are starting their interviews tonight. So take a moment, pause, and pray. We know God has the right person.
Absolutely.
We just need to find that person.
Yep. Very exciting that they're starting tonight. I think we're ready for this next step.
Next chapter.
Right. Yep.
And the page turns.
Quilt making. So I have a long thing on the quilt making. First off, thank you again to those who came this past Monday. It's been 2 Mondays in a row that they've been downstairs working on these quilts. I stopped in and saw some of the fabrics in the quilts, and they're really amazing. So they're trying to construct 20 quilts, and there are 10 of them that are sewn together.
Oh, nice.
I believe that's the quilt top.
Wow, that's fast.
Now, hopefully at the end of May, they'll have all 20 tops assembled, and just must finish the last 2 steps. So the last 2 steps are 1, attaching the quilt top, batting, and backing together by tying knots or machine sewing, stitch in the ditch. That's a quilting term, I don't know, but that will make sense to some people out there. 2, sewing the binding on the quilt will be the last step to be finished. I know that's like the border that goes around. I know that.
Oh, okay.
We can see the end coming because 3 quilts started on the above step 1 last Monday and were to be finished at home this week. So that means 3 will be completely done this week. Completely.
Awesome, quilters.
Now, many thanks for those of you who donated material last week. We asked for more red, white, and blue material, and apparently you came through with that, so thank you. There are 3 steps you can complete on your own if the next 2 Mondays are not convenient. So, the next 2 Mondays are going to be there working. If you cannot make it on one of those Mondays, we have some things that you can do. And they can be happening during the summer also. You can see Sharon Hughes or Connie Stanton after worship on Sunday in the narthex if you're interested in doing any of the following steps at home. There's 3 steps. So 1, sew the 30 or 40 squares together to complete the front side of the quilt. 2, attach the front, batting, and back of the quilt together by either tying knots or machine stitch in the ditch sewing. Or 3, sewing binding strips that are 2 inches or 2.5 inches together to make a 210-inch strip. Quilting is very, very concise, very specific.
Yes, I would think it would have to be. It would be crooked.
Yes, and then here's something that everybody can do. You don't have to have a sewing machine. You don't need to know the first thing about quilts other than they're warm and make you happy. Pray. Pray that we can complete this to the glory of God and that the quilts will be an encouragement to our troops.
I think this is such an awesome project.
It is.
Another shout out to Connie and Sharon and all the amazing people that have this skill, which I do not.
Kathy Rothschild. She's our military liaison with everybody. So
you're awesome, Kathy.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. I hope, would it be possible for us to see all the finished quilts maybe on a Sunday in the narthex?
I think they have something along those lines planned.
That would be cool.
Sure.
I'd like to see them because I love quilts. Well, what else is going on? Next weekend, May 20th, this is an incredibly busy weekend. On Saturday, the bicycle poker run. Yay! And meet here at 9 o'clock. Make sure you have a helmet. Not super long. It's very fun and enjoyable right around the west side.
Collecting cards so that you can have a poker hand.
Yes, yes.
Best and worst hands
you go to your
situation.
stops, and it's perfect because this is Bicycle Month. If you did not know, there's lots of activities going along with Muscle Powered right now and rides about town. So hook up with our bicycle poker run and maybe with Muscle Powered as well.
Right, and that's Christy Creek is running that, so you can contact her. She'll be in your church directory. And I believe there might even be hot dogs involved at the end, so.
There's food involved. Now also, on the exact same day is?
Graceworks. Graceworks is happening. So, if you're interested but you haven't signed up, please call the office this coming week.
Please do.
And find out what types of projects are there to be done and whom you should contact for more information. There's also going to be an insert in Sunday's bulletin, so you can check that out. Lou Campion is coordinating the music ministry project, and she does need to know how many people to plan for. She needs to have music for you and I guess probably decide where you're going to go. So the sooner the better on Lou's.
Yes, please, if you can sing, you can help Lou out. I think they will be over at the plaza or the lodge.
Okay.
So all you're doing is singing songs. Spending some time with folks.
That's nice. And they don't care if you're a perfect singer either. They really don't. They're just very happy to have you there. And they're also the red Graceworks shirts in the office for purchase. They're $12 if you stop by. We'll get you one of those too.
Yeah, so please sign up. Please help. Don't leave it just to the leaders to do these projects. So, and it's only an hour or two. That's it. That's it. It's not an all-day affair. The praise team will be running the pancake breakfast.
Yum.
Well, not running it. We will be playing at it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice. That's a really nice start.
Indeed, indeed.
Okay.
Then, the next day, on Sunday the 21st, we are having a volunteer fair after service. And this is going to be really cool. It's going to highlight some of the opportunities we all have for participating in the church. Now, they're not doing all of the committees, they're just doing a few. And the ones they're doing this Sunday are ushers, greeters, 1st through 5th grade helpers and teachers for Sunday school, as well as help in the food part in the kitchen on Sundays. Those are the ones that we're highlighting this volunteer fair.
Right. There will be others at other times.
Good. Other fairs with other opportunities. But I find that a lot of times people just don't know what they can.
Right. And so this is your chance. There will be people there from those committees with information they can hand you, and you can talk to them and see what's involved in being involved with that.
Perfect.
Just like Grace Works, you can find a place where you can fit in and be involved.
Yes. I think that's a wonderful thing. And obviously that's what God calls us to do, is be part of the body of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
We are the body.
Yeah.
Not somebody else.
Now, if you can't be here for this Sunday, we're going to ask you to email Kay Vibey. I'm going to put her email address in the description below. And you can chat with her. She's the one who has put all of this together. So, yay, thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Kay.
Thank you, Kay.
And she can help you to get connected.
Yes, perfect. So I'm excited about that. I think that's a really smart thing that we're doing so everyone can learn a little more of what goes on. But also, this is a perfect example of opening the gospel to Carson and beyond, as Kay thought, hey, we need to do this. Mm-hmm. So instead of joining one of these, she's like, I'm starting something new.
Right. And we are not consumers. Church is not a consumer situation. We are, you said it, we are the church. We are the church.
We are the church. That's what Bob was always saying.
If we don't do it, it doesn't happen. So,
that's right. If we're not opening the gospel to Carson and beyond, well,
right. And that
who do you expect?
That also includes right within our church.
That's right. That's right. The last thing that we would like to share with you, and I know many of you commented to me afterwards, we ran a short slideshow before church last Sunday from Christian Garcia, the wonderful young man that we have tried to help and support, who's at Dartmouth, first person in his family to go to college. He's doing absolutely fantastic, amazing, really.
Yeah.
So we're going to run that slideshow again, and I hope you enjoy it. I will be sending a care package if anybody wants to add anything.
Okay.
Money. Or
I'm sure he would actually appreciate that.
Yeah, he would. Cookies. So I'm going to be getting a care package together. If anyone would like to participate in that, please let me know. And I think he's also going to be studying in Scotland.
Wonderful.
So that's really awesome.
That is neat. He'll love
any
that.
extra help or change would be.
I want to see a picture of him in a kilt.
Yeah, me too.
Christian, if you happen to see this, you go to Scotland, you got to wear the kilt and the little tam with a ball on the top.
That's right.
Yeah.
I think we all need to go out there.
So
anyway.
that has brought us to the end.
It's the end of the show, and this is YouTube.
So we invite you to like, subscribe, and
ring the bell
and share.
Share.
Take care.
Thank you all. We'll see you Sunday.
I'm going to see some people tonight at youth group. But yes, see you Sunday. We love you. God bless.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. As the stomach churns.
Side note,
Yes.
when you were sick as a kid,
Yes.
did you get the basic 70s, 80s, 90s feel better pack, which was Campbell's chicken noodle soup, saltine crackers,
Oh, yeah.
and Price is Right, and whatever soap operas were on?
And I really loved the Lipton, we called it line soup. Cause, you know,
Oh, okay, yes. That was your favorite. Okay.
But I loved Campbell's chicken too.
Right.
And it works.
It does.
And like 7-Up, you know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. 7-Up or ginger ale, that
Ice
sort of
chips.
thing. Okay. Anyways,
No, wait a minute. Where did that come from?
you said as the stomach turns, and that reminded me of soap operas. So she can't keep up with my mind because
I
it's
can.
not a linear line. It is exactly. But I get around to it eventually.
Beep.
If you're interested, suddenly my tongue quit working. So.
This is a pause break. I knew there was something.